What happens when you find that your son, the high school football star, the big guy around in high school, tells you that he is actually attracted to men? There are many families that are dealing with this issue. Some of them have daughters who are attracted to women. But the gay lifestyle is becoming more and more prominent, and more families like yours, Lavette and Brent, are having to deal with this very issue. I understand that lots of people are going to live through you today in trying to at least start the communication process. Brent, your mother laid out some very clear concerns that she has about your choice in lifestyle, or your lifestyle. What do you say in response to Mom, who says that you're going to have it tough, it's going to be rejection a lot? Those are realities, really. What do you say in defense? And look at your mom and tell her.
Mom, this is what I say. Well, from your point of view and your era, that's how you lived. That's how you lived through it. But my era is a little bit more liberal, and they can open up. At school, everybody that knows me, they know that I'm gay. They accept it. You know, I have friends that are in gangs. I mean, they could be some of the most vicious people, but yet they accept it. I have a lot of friends, and I'm not talking about just anybody or one or two, but I have many friends who care for me, that are compassionate, and that are willing to stand up for me. And you know that there are a lot of, well, I can say, gay support groups, and you know that in high school, and at the high school that I go to, there is a young teenage gay support group within the school. And, you know, you keep asking me, you know, well, how did you be this way? How did you be this way? And, you know, it just happened. And you're just going to have to just accept me for me.
Stand up.
I think as soon as you accept in yourself that your son was born black and there's no changing that, that your son was born gay and there's no changing that either, and as soon as you come to terms with that, then perhaps your relationship can go a lot further. And you'll just be happy.
Hold on. Yes.
Hi, you know, by you being his mother, you should open up doors for him yourself, because that's your child. It came from you. You're supposed to love your child regardless of no matter what. You understand? Because that's your flesh and blood. And he's going to carry on a trait from you. You should appreciate that regardless of what he stands for.
Does it surprise you, Lavette, that the past couple of comments we've had have been very supportive of your son's decision?
We're in New York.
Hey, that's right. Let's be realistic. That's true. Lavette did say that they're from Oklahoma City, and part of her concern was she's got a good job, she comes from a good community, she's a church-going lady, and as many parents of gay children feel, what is the community going to say?
Well, Rolonda, in response to the young lady that made the comment that Brent is black and there's nothing we can do to change that, and that Brent is gay and there's nothing we can change that. Wrong. My position on this is, whatever he is, and also responding to the lady over here, I love my son unconditionally. But here's the issues. I don't understand how he can categorize himself as gay when he has not had the female experience.
Mom, you don't know that.
Okay. Now, I know about the girls you go to the movies with. And I am familiar with the young lady you went to the dance with. But I'm talking about the lady that has embraced you with the warmth of femaleness. You have not had that experience. I am responding, Brent, to an issue. If you are gay, then fine. But how can you actually determine that when you have had neither female or male?
Mom, yes, I have.
Okay?
I take it there's a lot of stuff that you've never discussed in terms of sex nor sexuality.
Well, it's not an issue that I will not allow it. I'm getting two different stories here. One story from your producer, Rolonda, said that Brent admits that he is gay to men and female. My son here sits before national TV and says he has had the female experience. Well, I challenge you to share with all of us, what type of female experience have you had?
As far as...
We're talking sex, honey. Yes, this is my son.
What are you saying back here? Who's talking back here?
See, the thing of it is, and please don't take this the wrong way, but see, I know what he's going through because at the age of 17, I was already out. See, I had feelings when I was 10. See, I grew up, and I'm not from New York, I'm from Detroit. And see, I sit up there, and I know what it's like to come up with a church-going family, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my aunts and uncles and everything coming to me. Okay, I know what that feels like to sit up there and have masculinity beat inside of me. And don't get me wrong, because see, for my mother, her fear was that I would get out there into the streets and I would end up wrong and whatever. And she couldn't understand that. But as a heterosexual woman, it's not meant for you to understand. As a mother, stand by your child. Just stand by him. You already said there's enough going on out there that we have to face anyway. If you know we're going to face these, then why don't you just be there for us or for your son when he really is going to need you, because you done already named what he got to face. Just stand there for him, because that's all he needs, and that's all we've all been saying. That's all we need.
Thank you. You know, Brent, I was happy to hear you say that your high school had a program that was dedicated to helping you deal with this new sexuality. I know here in New York City there's an entire high school dedicated for gay children. And the reason it is that way is because gay youths are 2 to 3 times more likely to attempt suicide than heterosexual young people. It's also estimated that up to 30% of the completed youth suicides are committed by lesbian and gay youths every year. It is an issue. It's not something everybody agrees with, but it is affecting our children, so it affects all of us. Coming up next, a daughter who says it's time her mother paid less attention to dad and more attention to her. We're going to see what the father of this little 10-year-old girl whose heart is broken has to say about that.